trying to do. We did a little of this with Barrow because we had some employees who had damage. So it's not the actual first time we've done anything similar to disaster relief, but we're focused on our own community. And I think a lot of other people are doing the same, and as I said, it's very encouraging.
Now, I'd very much like to hear both of your thoughts on the following question, Mr. Levy and Mr. Isla. Of Jamaica being the third most exposed country to natural disaster, for the tourism sector, for hoteliers, you certainly think that that is a cause for concern. And for the insurance companies, you'd also be looking at as potentially a form of risk. Do you think that with climate change as it is, that Jamaica has fully committed to a future where weather systems like such as these may become far more commonplace? Gentlemen, I'd like your views, both of your views on this, please.
I'll go first since you called my name first. So the irony of the situation with climate change is that the countries that are most threatened and the populations most threatened by it are not the countries who are the primary causes of it. So, you know, we could ban carbon as much as we want to, it wouldn't make a dent in the issue. You know, we should be lobbying and leading the charge for a more responsible form of kind of energy consumption worldwide, as we've seen from the Prime Minister of Barbados quite frequently. But in many ways, I think the solution to that problem is not, you know, we really don't hold the resources in our hands to do anything serious about that problem. So we have to understand this is where we live in right now, and what are we doing to make sure that we can survive and succeed and prosper in that world. And that's where preparation, financial as well as physical planning, and those activities have to be part of our defense system. I think that it's when dealing with events that have a very long kind of return period, is the term that we use. So, you know, we had Gilbert 37 years ago. Many of the people who are now, you know, buying houses and starting businesses and so on have no recollection of it. So it's not something that it's not a risk that people are particularly present to. But I think that's not a luxury that we can afford going forward, and the increased intensity and the frequency of high intensity storms means that we can't depend on another 40 years passing before something else happens. So we have to apply our intelligence and our planning capabilities to, again, a multifaceted approach to being resistant to these kind of events, and also to having the strength to recover from them when they do happen.
And Mr. Itsai, your views, particularly given the importance of coastal spaces to Jamaica's tourism product?
Well, you know, I agree with everything Peter said. We are not the ones suffering mostly from climate change are not the ones really who created it. But that's, you know, that's neither here nor there. That's a fact of life, and that's not much we can do to correct the past. But what we can do is certainly be cognizant of climate change and lobby for changes worldwide. But this is a huge international problem. It's an Earth problem, and it's difficult to know what we as a little island nation can do. But we can do something, and we can speak out. And you're right, it's a little scary. If these are going to become commonplace, stores like this, some people are calling it actually a category 6. You know, in certain areas where it hit. It's frightening. I mean, I contemplate, what if it had hit Kingston with full force, a huge population center, what would have happened? So we are grateful that it wasn't worse, but we have to acknowledge how bad it was.
And certainly it will bring a moment for pause and consideration of how Jamaica does build back. We've heard the potential of putting some of our most critical infrastructure underground to protect it from similar storms like this to come in the future. Unfortunately, we are out of time here on Leeds Story. I'd very much like to thank our guest, Mr. Peter Levy, Chairman of the General Insurance Committee of the Insurance Association of Jamaica, Mr. Paul Issa, Chairman of the Issa Trust Foundation and Hotelier, and earlier we had a Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton. I'm Joel Crossfield. This is Lee's Story. We've been looking at the logistics of recovery. Stand by. News at 7 is next.
Tell me a little bit about the discounted room rate for first responders and volunteers, anybody who is traveling to this area with the intention of offering help. We then traveled to Santa Cruz, where I met with Jason Ricketts, who's one of the directors of West Palm Events. Now, West Palm is an events company, and they are based in Santa Cruz, and they have converted their warehouse into a hub of activity for packaging care packages, for meeting up with volunteers, and from there they go into the communities which need the most help. So he told me about where he's been so far, where he's going next, and how you can offer your help in this feat. For our entertainment segments, we're offering up some music, some relief, because although Melissa disrupted the landscape of Jamaica, what she will not disrupt is the spirit of the Jamaican people. So some music to uplift our spirit.
I would want persons to really come on the ground to see what's happening. It's absolute devastation, especially within the northeast and the southwest sections of St. Elizabeth. I actually journeyed into Westmoreland, and it was horrible down there as well in Whitehouse. So, listen, we couldn't sit back. West Palm Events, a production company in St. Elizabeth, we're based here in Santa Cruz. We're actually now on our compound, and we're actually using it as a relief checkpoint, a relief center to actually reach out to the people who are not receiving aid. We have some off-road communities that we're trying to reach, because what we've realized is that most of the aid is heading to Black River and Whitehouse, but there are some serious communities within the hills of St. Elizabeth, northeast and southwest, that we're trying to reach. So that's what we're doing. These people who support us in our events and they use our stage and production, we're actually supporting them now.
One of my main concerns was the fact that lots of people are coming from Kingston with aid.
Yes.
And for most people in Kingston, we're not so aware of the different communities. So everybody might know Santa Cruz and might know Black River, might know Junction, might know like the main places.
South Coast Corridor.
But there are issues happening in the deeper parts of these. So who have you been able to reach out to so far? What communities have you gone into so far?
Okay, so yeah, we have reached out to Burn Savannah, Mountainside. We've gone out to Luana, Brompton, Five-Spence. We've actually gone up into the hills of Santa Cruz, to New River District, to Brighton. And tomorrow now we're going to Balaclava, Magati Silo, up in the hills of Carisbrook. And we also want to go in Eldersley and some of those places. The issue is that sometimes it is very inaccessible.
Okay.
Yeah, the route has a lot of mud. Sometimes it's one-way traffic, and sometimes we have fallen poles. So, what we do is if we have a truck heading there, we might have a 4x4 and pack things off the truck into the 4x4 so we can head into these communities.
Okay, so even when you pack the things into the container, you may need to take them out in smaller portions, in smaller vehicles.
Yes.
All right. Now, I know that you've been collaborating with some other companies, some other people in the entertainment space. Who are those people and how has that been going?
All right, so West Palm Events is really the pioneer event, that pioneer company that keeps events here.
Okay.
So a lot of the parties in Kingston that want to come into the St. Elizabeth space, they collaborate with us. Right? On Monday, Sans team came down and we went into the communities of Burn Savannah, Mountainside. A section of the team actually went to Westmoreland into White House, and we went into adjoining communities as well. As I told you, our effort is to get into the communities that are not so, they are not easily reached and people don't know about them. When Ramesh team came, we went into Slipe and the other communities so that we try to reach everybody. Right? So from this location, we have it like a checkpoint. So those with relief in Kingston or overseas, they come, they drop it off here, and we pop it into our 40-foot container, and then we pack it from here and then reach out into the communities. Yeah.
Alright, so what has the support been like from the people in this area? Because I know you have a team here, I see them around, I see everybody ready to work, packing things out. What has that support been like, and how important has that support been?
Alright, I don't think we would have survived or actually thought about this initiative without having our wonderful volunteers. Alright? So we have people who actually come to the West Palm parties and they support us on a yearly basis, every party that we keep, and they are the ones who reach out to us on social media and say, boy, even if they don't have it financially, they want to support us. So they're here on the ground with us. Actually want to highlight them and thank them for collaborating with us to reach people who are in need. So we have people who are working the gate as a security officer. We have persons who are drivers, persons who are packing bags, and persons who are actually out there with us in the field and reaching out to the people in the
I even see a kitchen back here with somebody cooking out there right now.
Yeah, so of course we are, the day can't survive without a chef. So we actually have a chef who feed the volunteers and all the persons working on the team. And also what we do is to cook hot meals. And we give the shelters, and as we go out we give you a care package, 6 bottles of water and maybe a juice and a hot meal. There's nothing like having a hot meal. We realize that some people haven't eaten in days.
Yes, and I mean we're a week out now from when the hurricane actually touched down on land here in Jamaica. Now speaking of the hurricane touching down, I see one of your volunteers in a Love Us Sleep shirt. And I know how much Love Us Sleep means to this team in particular. What has happened as far as Love Us Sleep?
It's a very sad topic for me because Love Us Sleep is really dear to our hearts. West Palm, the directors of West Palm are actually partners with the operators of Love Us Sleep, right? And community tourism up there has been damaged. We lost Love Us Sleep completely.
Classic on time.
Yes. So we lost it in Burial, and we spent 100 days and built back a lounge, and we call it Burial Lounge. And now we have lost it to Melissa. Right? So we're not going to have a Melissa Lounge or whatever the case might be.
We're not gonna name like Hope or Faith or
Yes.
Strength or something.
You know what I mean? But we haven't given up. Love Us Sleep is still going to be active. We haven't come up with a comprehensive plan as yet. We have to collaborate with the Tourism Product Development Corporation and then reach out and then try to find out what we're going to do. But please, we know Love Us Sleep is your favorite spot, and we're actually going to bring it back together. I want to also highlight all my staff at Love Us Sleep. They're here with us, volunteering and feeding. And even though they're affected, even though we've lost the business up there for a second time, they're out here with us, and I want to big up my staff. All right?
So a huge shout out to all the volunteers. Now, if somebody out there, one of my family, my Central Expressions family wants to volunteer, want to donate, how do they get in contact with you? Where do they go?
Okay, so they can reach out to us on our social media pages. It's at West Palm Events, and the events is spelled with a Z at the end and underscore. Or you can reach out to Kingwalla Events, right? And on that page you can get all the information. You can also reach out to me at 843-6955. I will give you some information to donate and to add to the cause that we have here. Remember, we have a contact relief center. It was actually just out of a 5 o'clock conversation with myself and sharing it with my team members. And then we were like, boom, let's use our factory. We're not keeping any events now. Let's use our factory and create a relief center, get aid. From here we reach out to the different communities, and we use all our resources, all our trucks that we used to use and for production for the parties. We use all of our lighting plans, our bathrooms,
Decking here.
decking. These are actually tables, bar counters right there, and tents and truss all over. We're just using what we have to support the people of St. Elizabeth. A lot of people are saying that, boy, you got damaged at Lover's Leap, you know, so why you don't go and fix Lover's Leap? But these people, we want to help them because we realize that they were the ones who used to come to Lover's Leap and support us.
Yeah.
So however we can, we want to reach out to them. Yeah, it is a very horrible situation, and we're reaching out. Even if you can't reach the West Palm events, find an aid center and support them, right? People are out there and they're hungry. Sometimes they just need a bottle of water. Sometimes it's just prayer.
Yeah.
Something that Ramesh did yesterday that I want to highlight was that even after giving out aid, he had like a section in Santa Cruz where persons could come collect a care package to play some domino, and they were dancing with Rebel TC and Pretty Pretty, you know. So even though, yes, it was very therapeutic, you know what I mean? So it just goes to show that even though hope, you know, you feel like hope is lost, there's still life and entertainment, and we have each other. Yeah. Very well.
So family, trust. Reach out to West Palm. If you can't make it all the way to Santa Cruz, reach out to whatever foundations are in your area. Right? Get the aid out there and get it out quickly. But if you are coming this side, stop here. This is in Santa Cruz, West Palm Warehouse.
Yeah.
Alright, we're on Institution Drive.
Yes.
Type in Institution Drive in your Google Maps and just drive onto this to the big West Palm container.
West
You
Palm
can't miss it.
container.
Bring whatever you have. If you have one case of water, bring it. That's completely fine. Thank you so much, Jason.
Okay,
Thank you
you
to
for
your
having me.
team and thank you to your volunteers.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Alright, thank you so much. Back to our central after this commercial break.
Alright, nice.
Alright.
And God Savior, seek after. We've got to move. Others are searching for. I'm still loving you. Even though you're gone, I could have been one of the most notorious. Keep trial. Give thanks and praise for life. Thank you very much. Go bam!
Sessions. I'm now joined by Mr. Lucian McIntosh. He's the events manager here at the Gulfview Hotel in the center of Mandeville, and he's going to tell us a little bit about Gulfview's efforts to offer relief to the persons most affected by Hurricane Melissa. Hi, Lucian.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thanks for taking the time. I know we had to yank you off another project, but thanks for making some time for us. Tell me a little bit about what Gulfview has going on right now as it relates to Hurricane Melissa.
Okay, in regards to the Hurricane Melissa, as our tagline states, in the heart of Jamaica, from the heart of Jamaicans, right? And we do care about our fellow Jamaicans. So we have created a drop-off location centrally here at the establishment, knowing that, a lot of persons would have wanted to venture into these different areas, but transportation or, some other issues. So we are providing avenue for them where they can, take whatever items they have and just bring it to us. And we're, we have days coming up where we're going to go to the different affected parishes.
Okay, now what type of items are you looking for? What specifically would you like people to donate?
Okay, so we're looking directly at non-perishable items, stuff that can be used immediately.
Okay.
So let's say for the babies, we're looking for diapers, wipes, shimmies, clothing, right, blanket, those stuff. For adults, we're looking for sleepwears, underwears, regular clothes that can be worn in the day, and likewise tarpaulins, because majority of persons have no covering. So, at least they could cover their areas and probably, until better comes.
Okay, alright. understanding as far as the food items? What type of food items?
And in regards to food items, we do understand persons want to donate rice, flour, and those stuff. We're asking if you could just stick to like cornflakes, non-perishable items, stuff that can be used daily without having to be cooked.
Okay, so as much as Jamaican people love our rice and love cornmeal porridge, we're understanding that they may not have the facilities right now for cooking. So we want things that you can just pop and go.
Yes, that is it.
All right. Now, what else? I was also told that you have something special for the first responders and volunteers.
Yes, so currently we host majority of the first responders here. What we have done, once you have booked a space with us and you want to have a group meetings or any conference spaces, we offer those facilities free. Also, we have spaces available here for storage, so we give them access to store stuff.
Okay.
Yes, so we are appealing to the wider Jamaica. If you're going to, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, we have areas here where, you can come and sort stuff out, storage. We have those facilities readily available and we have waived our cost.
Okay, so as long as you're staying here, you have access to storage, you have access to the conference room spaces for your meetings and outreach.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you too as well.
Good job to both of you. And we appreciate when our local community helps with the local efforts. So if you need somewhere to stay, I know lots of people are traveling back and forth from Kingston to Black River, from Kingston to Westmoreland to Hanover. Go through offers and midpoints for you to come, take a breather if needed. You can stay here, you can get your things sorted out, you can regroup, and then hit the road running fresh the next day. Now, if you want to reach out to the Gulfview Hotel, how do we do that?
So we're on all social media platforms. So once you go on all social media handles, you can look us up, give us a call, and we have our, reservation team that will reach out back to you.
Alright, so the Gulfview Hotel in the center of Mandeville, you cannot miss it. 5.5 Caledonia Road, it's directly across from the hospital. Or you can call their front desk at 876-538-3838. So call, make your reservations, ask all the questions you want. No question is not good enough. Call. We'll answer them all. You'll answer them all, right?
Sure, definitely. And before we go again, I must appeal to the wider Jamaica. We are here, so we have bins, and they are located under the undercraft area at the front of the hotel. And we are welcoming everybody. Do donate. Each one can reach one. Jamaica, we will rise again.
All right. And on that note, we'll be right back here on Central Discussions after this commercial break.